back out in the shop. Now, we're going to take a look at this duffel bag today. Now, nothing really amazing about it. It's a standard duffel bag, but what if you wanted to make one of these yourself? There's a lot of steps that go into it and a lot of components that make it up, but it's super simple and it's something you can do at home with any sort of sewing machine, whether it be a new one, old one, or otherwise. It's only 3 basic components: the zipper, the handles, and the material. Just general canvas, like from a drop cloth for painting, something like that. That's all I used to get that shape. And I cut out 2 of them, 1 for each end. And then I went ahead and measured the circumference of the circle to get the length of fabric that I needed. So the bag is this length. The reason I chose this length is because this fits my hatchet, as well as is going to fit my maul and other tools for when we're out and about. So I chose an industrial zipper. This little guy is a YKK, I think it's number 8 or number 10. It's a really heavy duty zipper. Basically, I can drop a link for these. This is the only zipper I use on any industrial type application. If it's pants, I use a smaller zipper. Anything else, jackets, bags, this is the zipper I always recommend. Alright, so that's really the nuts and bolts of it. We're going to go ahead and set those to the side. The only thing we really need to do here before we get to the sewing is cut out the insert. Truth be told, there's only one machine you need when doing just a simple project like this, and that's really just any run-of-the-mill sewing machine. It doesn't have to be industrial, and it doesn't have to be expensive. You'll notice that I have 2 machines here. Now, this machine in the front is a serger. This particular serger, the only design that it really has is to seal the end of fabric to make sure that it doesn't fray. The trick with serging material is to make sure not to destroy the shape of the fabric. What we're going to do is snip off a little off of the edge, and that will ensure that we get a nice even cut to the seam. Now we have our double line piece of material here. We're going to go ahead and just snip the seams, the excess string off the seams, nothing crazy. And there you have it. So on the outside, it's the 8-ounce canvas. Now again, this is just your cheap canvas from a drop cloth. This isn't anything expensive or super high quality. It's just your run-of-the-mill material. So that's that. Now the next thing we're going to do is cut out our ends and go ahead and double set them. Alright, so great news. Now we have our double lined ends that have been serged together. We have our double lined outer layer, which has been serged together. We've got our zipper, and then we've got our webbing for handles. So we're all set to go ahead and insert the zipper into the actual material. And there you have. Now, 3 of the components left. We now have our bag tube, which is just a bag without ends on it. We've got our zipper on. We added a little piece of webbing so that we could pull on it if we need. But that works nicely and bag seals up perfectly. we have our webbing for handles, and then our bag ends, which just get stitched onto the end. Could stop there, but I'm a really big fan of doubling over the seams and stitching them one more time. And there you have it. Duffel bag done and ready to use. What's nice about this particular duffel bag is it'll give me a long life of hard use. I'll be able to do all sorts of things with it, which is really nice. Now we have just one last step before this bag is fully complete. I hope you enjoyed the making of it. It's something you could definitely do at home, even if you're not an experienced seamster or seamstress. It is really just about taking your time, putting it together however makes sense in your head. I didn't use a pattern for this. It's literally as simple as it gets. Now, if you like this project, feel free to follow me on Instagram. You can actually see picture updates to these projects. That's Journeyman_outfitter. And I post there almost every day, as well as hit the subscribe button. There's a ton more projects to come. I have a wool kind of cruiser that I made. It's wool on the outside with a liner, as well as I do jeans, shirts like this one. So tons of projects to be had, and a lot of outdoors activity. I do a lot out in my on my property, and you can come along for the trip. Also hit the like button. I appreciate it anytime you do. And feel free to leave me a comment down below. I appreciate it, and it lets me know kind of what you're thinking. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.